Today in WWE 2K23, I'm putting Dominik Mysterio in the undisputed WWE title division for 1 year. I have drafted him to SmackDown and he is joining the brand with Rhea Ripley. His 1-year run starts at SummerSlam and his first matchup is against the phenomenal one AJ Styles. After a heater start, AJ Styles was ready to put Dominik away and give him that SmackDown welcome, but it wasn't going to be that easy because Rhea Ripley is here to make a difference and she was already getting involved in Dominik's matches, distracting the referee, providing an opening for Dominik to pick up his first win. It was then the SmackDown after SummerSlam, but Dominik did not get a welcoming party. He got a rematch against AJ Styles and AJ got his revenge and some, because after the victory he decided to take the action one step further, getting a table and setting it up in the corner, driving Dominik into it. This led to Dominik suffering a minor injury, missing the next event, Clash at the Castle. Rhea wasn't happy, but she did get a victory at that event against Natalya. Extreme Rules was up next and Dominik was ready to get some payback against the phenomenal one. Dominik was struggling against the veteran, but Rhea Ripley made a difference again, providing Dirty Dom with the opening to hit that 619 and follow it up with a frog splash to get the win. Although Dominik continued to be active on SmackDown, he was not at the Survivor Series event, but he remained number 3 on the undisputed WWE title division. We go into the SmackDown after Survivor Series and Dominik is ready to make an impact, kicking off a major rivalry against Jimmy Uso, who also happens to be on his same division, and their goal is to get the WWE title. Before the matchup even started, Dirty Dom went for the attack, getting an upper hand, which certainly paid off during the match. Jimmy Uso took a major loss and he was certainly upset about it, so we knew this was just getting started. On the next SmackDown, Dominik gets himself another victory, this time against Cross, but the highlight was what happened after the match, as during the celebration from behind, here comes Jimmy Uso with a candlestick and unloads his frustration. Maybe Dominik picked a fight with the wrong guy. As the tension continued to build up, on the next SmackDown, Jimmy Uso is taking on Rey Mysterio in a random match, but not really because Rey is also in that WWE title division. Jimmy actually picks up the victory here, but just like the prior week, the candle comes into play. Dominik attacks him from behind and does to Jimmy exactly what Jimmy did to him. I don't think Dominik was trying to save his father here, but who knows what might happen down the line. It was then time for the day 1 event. This rivalry was building up to this match and Dominik and Rhea were certainly ready to take home the victory. Rhea's interference once again comes into play and Dirty Dom continues to take advantage of it, sneak attacks from behind, making Rhea proud. He gets another victory. At this point, everybody in Universe Mode should just have a manager because it does make the difference. But let's not break the fourth wall here and let's keep going with the action, as at the Royal Rumble, Dominik was ready to prove himself in the big matchup. Dominik came in early and even managed to eliminate the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. Damian Priest, who clearly forgot about the Judgment Day for a second, wasn't too friendly to his former friend here, but it is the Rumble and it is every man for themselves. Dom ended up getting eliminated by Gunther. He was certainly not too happy about it, but it was a good performance. At the Elimination Chamber, there was no Mysterio in action, but the big highlight was that we now had a brand new champion, and that was Solo Sikoa. Seems like the Tribal Chief was not going to be taking that championship to WrestleMania, and that was next. And instead of one Mysterio being at the big event, there was 2. Dominik was going to put an end to his rivalry against Jimmy Uso, and he created a WrestleMania moment as he did did got the victory. Later on in the night, Solo defended his championship successfully against Rey Mysterio. We go into the SmackDown after WrestleMania because an interesting matchup is happening here, as the champion is actually facing off against Dominik in a non-title match. This matchup was heated up and turned into a brawl that the referee could not control it. Punches were thrown everywhere to the point that the champion just wanted to walk out. But Dominik was fired up. He knew this was his opportunity to potentially get a title match and obviously kick off this rivalry, so he didn't let Solo walk out. He got him back in there. They continued that fight and Dominik won this non-title match. The next week, of course, a typical WWE booking. They do the coexist storyline. Dominik and Solo are in a tag team match up against Pete Dunne and Grayson Waller. Surprisingly enough, they were actually able to coexist. The champion Solo picked up the win for the team, but Dominik wanted to make it clear that he was coming for that title. And instead of celebrating, he got into the champion's face and walked off. Dominik more or less disrespecting Solo, trying to have the most momentum heading into the next event, which is WrestleMania Backlash. This is Dominik's month 9 out of this 1 year. His time was running out to get the title, but here he gets this first opportunity with Rhea Ripley on his side, and we know that that is a big plus. And it's hard to bet against Dominik when that is the case. But it is the enforcer Solo Sikoa that we're talking about. Probably not against the easiest opponent. Ooh, look at Dominik starting this hot right now. As I was saying though, Solo is probably not the easiest opponent for Dominik. If anything, he's the hardest one. He's the one that beat Roman and then defeated Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania. But this is Dominik's WrestleMania, a WrestleMania Backlash. Can't believe I'm rooting for Dominik to take the win here, so we can have a successful 1-year run for him with the clothesline and another one. He got a bit of a comeback here. Rhea Ripley hyped up on the outside. Ooh, Dominik was trying to go for the 619. Dominik with the quick recover managed to grapple him, sends him towards the ropes. Kick to the gut, and Dominik is gonna go old school. Oh, there he goes. He might have the frog splash already. Oh, yes, he does. Dominik could be walking out with the title in his first attempt. This might be his big victory. Oh, nice takedown by Solo. Oh, here comes Rhea Ripley. We knew she was gonna come into play, and Dominik with the springboard DDT. Rhea Ripley continues to be a big threat, and Solo gonna pick him up. A power bomb. Dominik kicks out of 1. The heart of this kid. Well, this is a problem here. Bringing in the heat now. Goes for that Samoan drop. Potential rope break here. He actually kicked out. Oh, he was trying to go for it again. Oh, Dominik though caught him in the 619. And Dominik is gonna do it for his father. Maybe, who knows? He might be a heel. I technically don't know. Seems like he turned babyface halfway through this year. And a splash. Oh, this could be it. We could get a brand new champ. Oh, we do. Dominik wins the title in his first opportunity. An unexpected win to say the least, but Dominik did got the best of Solo in this rivalry. Shocker of the night, Dominik and Rhea are now running SmackDown, and I guess because of it, they decided not to show up at the next event, at the Money in the Bank event. Maybe Dominik was finally trying to do something good as he competed here, helping Santos in a tag team matchup. But that also means that he wasn't defending that title. And looking at that division, we kinda knew who was next. Up next is SummerSlam, 1 full year since his SmackDown debut. And unfortunately for Dominik, he has to end this year defending that title against the biggest test, Roman Reigns. What can go wrong? This is coming towards the end. This is not a good way to end the year, let me tell you that right now. Roman Reigns are taking Dominik towards the corner. Goes up for the Superman punch. The 2 count, Dominik kicks out. And of course, if it's a spear that you get to see, you gotta see another one. He says he wants his title back that Solo took from him. Dominik took from Solo. And of course, we end how we started, with Roman on top. But hey, that was a great year for Dominik. He should be proud of that performance. If you want to see another similar challenge, check out this video right here and stay savage.